I want to share a chilling story with you, a tale told to me by my good friend Paul. Now, Paul is an adventurous soul, a 45-year-old man who has always sought excitement in life. A few years back, he decided to take a week-long cruise through the Mediterranean. The idea of sailing under the sun, feeling the sea breeze on his face and tasting fresh seafood seemed like the perfect getaway. He couldn't have anticipated the nightmare that awaited him. So, picture this, the day he boards the ship, he's filled with a mix of excitement and nervous energy. The bustling port city pulses with life, the smell of salt and adventure fills the air. As he steps aboard, he notices the sheer grandeur of the vessel, its elegant decor and shining lights. But beneath that beautiful facade, Paul feels a strange chill creeping in. He shrugs it off, thinking it's just the excitement of travel. As the ship sets sail and the sun sinks beneath the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Paul decides to explore. Everything is alive, the laughter of families, the music wafting up from the decks, and he feels that familiar thrill of adventure building within him. But as the night deepens and the ship sails into darkness, the vibrant atmosphere fades. An eerie silence blankets the crowd, an unsettling vibe hanging over them like a heavy fog. That night, back in his small cabin, its lonely darkness wrapping around him, Paul tries to sleep. But it isn't long before he's jolted awake from a disturbing dream. In it, he's standing on the deck, enveloped in a thick mist, surrounded by ominous whispers. They call his name, growing more insistent. "Help us." Shaken, he wakes in a panic, beads of sweat dotting his forehead. He tries to brush it off as just a dream, but there's an unease gnawing at him. The next day, the fog hangs thick like a shroud. Paul steps outside, and the atmosphere feels different, heavy and charged. He notices other passengers, their faces pale as they seem to stare into the abyss of the sea. He's not just him. They've heard the whispers too. Paul feels a surge of dread but is determined to shake it off, hoping to enjoy the rest of his vacation despite the bizarre occurrences. But the following night, the whispers return, louder this time. Paul can barely get any sleep as they invade his dreams again. And then, in a heart-stopping moment, he's awoken by the sight of a shadowy figure standing at the foot of his bed, its hollow eyes staring right through him. Frozen with fear, he can only watch as it silently reaches out. Stumbling back, he finally breaks free from the paralysis and bolts from his cabin. He races through the ship's eerily silent hallways, the whispers crescendoing into a deafening roar. Paul bursts onto the deck, his heart pounding, and cries out, determined to confront whatever is haunting them. He shouts into the darkness of the sea, challenging the entity to show itself, to confront him. The moment he does, the whispers die down, replaced by a feeling of stillness, as if the ship itself is listening. Then something incredible happens. The mist clears, and Paul sees visions of what he can only describe as lost souls, their faces twisted in pain, reaching out to him. It dawns on him that they aren't malicious spirits, they're trapped, seeking help. So, gathering his courage, he speaks to them, offering comfort, acknowledging their suffering, and he feels a weight lifting from the ship. The faces begin to fade, shifting from despair to gratitude, and with them the ominous energy dissipates. When morning breaks, the sun spills over the water and a sense of relief washes over Paul. The ship feels different now, lighter, as if it had shed the burden of the lost souls. The other passengers blink in confusion as they step out, clearly unaware of the horrors that had almost consumed them. Paul returned home after that cruise, changed by the experience. He never sought adventure on the sea again and often reflects on that night, realizing that some mysteries lie deep within the waves, waiting for someone brave enough to listen. So, my friends, if you ever find yourself at sea, be aware some whispers are not just the wind. They carry stories of those who came before, seeking solace or perhaps something more. If you found Paul's story captivating, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more chilling tales that delve into the unknown. You never know what might be lurking beneath the surface.